It was hard to be a kid with a whirlwind of dysfunction swirling around me every day. My grandmother had been my only saving grace. But when she died on my 9th birthday, I was left with my mother again, alone. Until she found out she was pregnant. Now, my dad was never in the picture at all. I know his name was Axel, but that's about it. I've never really wanted to know more. I'm fine living in the mystery. I guess I know that any man who was interested in my mother wasn't there to build a family. He was there to take advantage of a broken woman. My sister, Sadie, was born just a few days after I turned 10. I adored her. She was my baby, as far as I was concerned. Her dad stuck around for about 6 months, but then he went to jail, and that was the last we heard of him. As awful as it was, Sadie and I shared that in common. No dads. But we had each other, and I was determined to make sure Sadie had a normal life, even with our mother regularly getting drunk and embarrassing us at our school functions or forgetting to pick us up from school at all. My mother had her moments when she tried to get clean, but those demons never let her out of their clutches. Watching someone you so desperately wanted to love and were supposed to love fight shadows you couldn't see was painful. After I graduated from high school, I applied to pastry chef school. I got accepted but couldn't afford the tuition. Mom sure couldn't help me. She hopped from one job to another when she was working at all. During high school, I had to work 2 jobs just so we didn't lose our crappy little apartment. I decided to put away the dream of pastry chef school and got into the working world. I spent years saving every penny I could just to get the chance to go to school one day. Unfortunately, my savings ended up going to pay for a funeral when I was 22 years old. Our mother's heart just gave out. That left Sadie and me alone. Truly alone. I got guardianship of her, and we tried to start over together. Sadie was just 12, but I felt like I could salvage her childhood. There was still a chance. So I worked 2 jobs, one at her school cafeteria and one at a diner at night. Our next-door neighbor, Mrs. Copeland, watched Sadie at night until I got home after 1 a.m. By watch, I mean she'd fall asleep on our sofa and then go home when I arrived. When Sadie had parent-teacher conferences, I went. When she had school plays, I was in the first row. I was the shoulder she cried on when she had breakups with boyfriends. I was determined to be everything to her that my mother never was to me. Once she graduated from high school, I quit both jobs and got this job at the grocery store bakery department. It doesn't pay great, but at least I get to have my hands in icing and buttercream all day. Sure, there's no creativity really. After all, this is a big grocery store chain, so they have their own rules. Everything comes in bags of pre-made mixes. I follow the pictures of the cake like paint by numbers. I don't get to make up my own recipes. It's restrictive, and I hate the hours. But it fills my soul drop by drop. 3 years ago, I could finally go to pastry chef school since Sadie was old enough to be home alone. After saving and getting a small financial hardship grant, I went to a night school about an hour away. Being with others who wanted to work in this field was wonderful. Well, mostly. Some of the students were downright horrible people, but I guess you will find that to be the case in every school. Even though I got my certificate, I couldn't find a job locally. I needed to be there for Sadie, so I took this job at the grocery store. Sadie says I need to think bigger, to get out of our crappy little suburb and hit the big city. She believes in me way more than I believe in myself. Stop daydreaming, Savannah! My boss, who we call Big Thelma, stands behind me with her hands on her hips. Just to be clear, she asked us to call her that. She likes it for some unknown reason. It fits her. Big Thelma is taller than most men, and her shoulders are so broad that she regularly bangs them against the doorway, leading to the small office where she sits most of the day. Sorry, I say, knowing that arguing with her is pointless. Her voice is booming, and I can't form enough words at 4 a.m.